Welcome to the weekend's over, and this is just a little after dark hours after watching the Bama game, having some beers, and me and Max decided we're gonna get on here and just give a little roundup of what happened. Taylor is currently in Atlanta getting ready. Yeah, as you can see, Max is excited to talk. Taylor's in Atlanta, but yeah, we just got finished watching the Bama game. And Max, what would be your description of the Bama game?
Swish.
Yes,
That's it.
yeah.
25 for 51 or 52. Which one was it? I think
Uh,
51.
I think it was 51.
Um, Greatest three-point shooting performance in college NCAA tournament history. It's such a fun game, but for Bama fans, it's like, wow, part of you wants to not see that because the next week, or not next week, Saturday, we'll be playing Duke or Arizona, who's in a good game right now, and we want to save some of those because we're not doing that again. Just if we did that again, we wouldn't even have to win the Natty. We could just, you know,
Hang the banner and just
hang the
hang the banner
banner.
then.
We're the best, and without winning a championship, that's the banner.
Yeah, so Bama shot 25 for 51. Mark Sears finally
10 for 16 from three.
finally did what we know Mark Sears can do after being cold for a long time. 10 for 16. Chris Youngblood 5 for 11. Aiden Holloway 6 for
Five.
13. Sherelle 2 for
Had
2.
two. Phylon
Phylon
had
2 for
one.
3.
No, he had two. Well,
Yep. I mean, we just shot the lights out of the ball. I'm gonna make a Mormon joke here. Instead of the BYU soaking, we decided to soak the threes. So nice. But I mean, yeah, I think the big problem for BYU was obviously it was the threes, but the problem that made the threes happen is they're so small inside. So they try to help inside so much that they give the little bit of cushion outside. And obviously, if you watch the game, we saw Bama, we were shooting deep, but since they were giving cushion on the inside, our deep threes were just so wide open. We had so much time to shoot them. Obviously, we made some tough ones, but we haven't been shooting good recently, and everything caught back up. Is pretty much what happened to him, which is tough. 25 threes. I mean, 113 to 88. I mean, pretty much from maybe 7 minutes left in the first half. I think we
it
were.
was over.
I felt pretty comfortable.
Yeah, I mean, especially when BYU, you know, BYU didn't shoot great. This is probably, I think it was their worst shooting performance. I think they shot 20% from three.
6 for
Um,
30.
yeah, this is the worst shooting performance of the year. It sucks for them. It sucks that happens on this night because, but here's the
It's
thing though, it's like even if Mark doesn't make 10 threes, we'd still be winning.
so a stat that I saw was that if Alabama did not make a 2 pointer, we still win.
I think we shot 77% from 3 point. That was
No,
our, or 70 something percent three pointers.
no.
I
So
know it was
for
70 something.
no for 3 point, we shot 49%.
No, I'm saying out of all the shots we took, 70 something
Oh,
percent were three.
51. We took a total of 66 shots,
Yeah.
51 of
Oh,
them.
yeah.
So, yeah.
Well over 70%. Yes. I think 77%.
Yeah, it's a not a good night for a team to have their worst 3 point shooting night, and then for us, Alabama, to have our best 3 point shooting night. So that's tough. I mean, I'll give it to BYU. They never stopped hustling. One thing I will say is the refs were really weird in this game. It seemed at the beginning of the game, till like the very end of the first half, that they weren't really calling any ticky tack fouls. But then all of a sudden they started calling weird ones. Players would just fall down for BYU. They'd call it. Then we would slap someone in the face. They wouldn't call it. So it was really weird. I'd say overall, obviously, I'm a Bama fan. We killed them. So I'm going to be pretty happy with the refs no matter what. But I think overall, I think the fouls equaled out. I do see some Auburn fans starting to say Chris Youngblood is Chad Baker Mazara for Bama. Well, if he is, I'm not saying he is. I think
He's better at
he's better
it.
at it. He's a little sneaky. Obviously, I saw him slap that guy in the face and didn't get called for it. Hey, I mean, if he is, and he's not getting called for it, I'll take it every day of the week. But I mean, yeah, what a showing for Bama. Obviously, right now we're still watching the Duke game. Duke is up by 6 at the half. Cooper
We're up
Flag
9
just
right now.
up 9 right now, so the game just started back up. Cooper Flag hit that big 3-pointer to go into halftime. I think we're probably playing Duke. But I mean, Max, what do you have to add for Bama? I mean, obviously Duke's winning right now. Game is not
Um,
over, but
just the beginning, some of the dumb turnovers that we had got us
mhm,
in some trouble at first, but we definitely cut them out. Second, late first half, the rest of the second half, we didn't make too many stupid turnovers anymore. The defense tightened down. At first, our defense, they were getting some wide open layups and some wide open shots. We were out of position, but we seemed to tighten that down a bit, especially in the second half. Yeah, not much to say about it except we beat the shit out of them and we made all of our threes. So,
yeah.
it's about as good as it gets.
I mean, talk about no complaints from a Bama fan. I mean, besides what Max mentioned early in the game, obviously we had some stupid turnovers, lots of layups. I will say there's a couple of times where I know we shot 51 threes, but I will say I think we could have shot more. There's a couple of times that people hesitated on some threes. I feel like they should have even shot. Good sign, I will say. Shot really good right there, but I do worry. You hate to say it, but did we shoot all?
That's what we're worried about is that
Did
we
we
we played too good.
Yeah, we should have. I wish we would have
Shit.
saved this one for the next game because it's right now. It's looking like it's going to be Duke, which is not surprising. One thing I will say is it's going to be tough going from last year. Obviously, we get UConn going in, and now we're about to get Duke. But hey, I mean, one thing I will say: if we can shoot like that, then we can beat anybody. I don't know if there would have been a team in the country tonight that would have been able to beat us if we're shooting like that. But
No.
I mean, Max, do you have any other comments about this game? I was going to talk a little bit about Florida.
Let's see. No, other than Alabama, we're blue blood now. Sorry. Haters gonna hate. We're blue blood. Sorry.
People are gonna
Two
hate
straight
the.
Elite Eights, three straight Sweet 16s, four Sweet 16s out of the past 5 years.
Thank you, Nate
Come on.
Oates. I saw someone talk about this, and I even tweeted us that I would pay a $20 subscription every single month to keep Nate Oates at Alabama. Um, as a fan, I would pay for that instantaneously. It
Sure.
would not be a question. Thank you, Nate Oates. Obviously, Bama used to be in football, but the funny thing is, me and you have loved Bama basketball for forever.
We
You
loved
can,
Bama basketball when we were garbage, and
I mean, I can still
watching
remember.
Ronald Steele hit that. Well, listening to Ronald Steele hit that game winner against Georgia in the grocery store parking lot. Still one of the best, even though we weren't that good that year.
I
Still one of the
mean,
best basketball memories I have.
our dad literally raised us. I mean, we went to the Alabama Georgetown game where we got
Yield.
rocked and we sucked.
Yeah,
They had Roy Hibbert on their team.
yeah.
Um, yeah, I mean, this is just so fun. I mean, especially like basketball is my favorite sport. I've always loved basketball. It's just, I mean, we're lucky to see this. It's Alabama's pretty spoiled. We go from Nick Saban now. Obviously, I'm not gonna say Nate Oates is the Nick Saban of basketball, but Nate Oates is
He's one of the best in the game.
he's top five right now, and it's not
Yeah.
even a question. So I love to see it. Hopefully, hopefully Arizona will
Hopefully we
come
can.
back.
Hopefully we can beat fucking Duke.
Hopefully Arizona comes back, but if we get Duke, I'm gonna
Yeah, like
be
we're saying, we're worried about Duke, of course. Duke's, as on paper, the best team in the country. But that saying, I don't think we can't beat Duke. I think, I'm not saying we have to hit 25 threes to beat them, but I think if we hit 15, I think we
yeah.
got a real good shot.
They're up by 12 right now. And well, a little quick preview. Cooper Flag versus Grant Nelson. Hey,
Or Mo Diabate.
Mo D. Hey, hold on,
That's a good matchup,
hold
man.
on. One thing I do. So they have their big guy down low. I
Packers
can't
of
remember.
the years.
It'll be interesting. The one thing I will say is their team is bigger than ours, obviously. But I mean, matchup wise, you look at it. Obviously
Really just backcourt.
Yeah,
You know,
Cooper Flag's
front
obviously
court we're
better, but
fine.
I mean, Clemson beat Duke this year.
Yeah. I mean, they're not unbeatable. They've lost games this year.
We'll have to have a one thing I'll worry about is turnovers. We can't have stupid turnovers.
Have
This
them,
game
yeah.
we did better. We cut it out after the beginning. Um, and then we're gonna need to get them in foul trouble. We're gonna need to get some free
We
throws.
need to get their center in foul trouble because he's a beast. He's a big
Yeah.
boy.
I mean, I won't complain if Mark Sears hits 10 threes again.
Nope. That would be
That'd be nice.
if Mark Tears hit 10 threes, I don't think we're losing. I'll say that.
No. Obviously this is just a little preview. We're actually probably gonna make another video going into Alabama Duke. We just have to, like, our own little breakdown of it. But we just wanted to come on here and talk about, hey, just hit 25 3-pointers
Hey,
in a
what the
game.
fuck? We just clowned.
Me, Max, and our dad actually went and watched it at Buffalo Wild Wings. And I mean, by the end of the game, you could just hear Bama fans laughing
I
because
mean, it was funny
it's
because I mean,
ridiculous.
it was every single shot that was going up seemed like it. I mean, it was just splash, 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 and we were just laughing, and it was just like, how is this happening? You know?
It's like one of those laughs when you're like watching something that you're never gonna see again. Like
Yeah.
that is a once in a lifetime performance that we got to
I mean,
witness.
everyone was hitting. Yeah, other than Grant Nelson. Grant Nelson didn't hit one three,
No,
but
I
Grant
don't
was
think Modi
bricking
hit
them
a
bitches.
three.
But he did have a good dunk, though. No,
It
Mo D
was
didn't have a three.
it was the people that were supposed to be able to shoot threes this whole season that finally
Yeah,
shot some threes.
yeah.
Besides Sherelle, he obviously hit it, but it was Youngblood, Sears, and
Holloway
Youngblood and
and
Vylon.
Holloway, yeah.
Yeah,
Pylon hit two, yeah.
sorry, I said Youngblood
Holloway hit
twice. Excuse
six.
me.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I saw a stat that says, the last time three players on its team had five threes in one game. All of them had five threes in one game.
But
It was it's on SEC 16. I just listened to it. I can't remember the players, but I want to say I believe it was 20 2021 team. Who was on that? Um,
Keon,
name a few of them.
Keon Ellis, uh,
I can't remember. Sorry, people. I suck, but there. I'll find it. We'll mention it again on the next show. But the last team to do
Kyra.
it was Alabama. I can't remember the guys who did it, but the last team who did it was Alabama. I think in 2021 or 2019. Um, but yeah, that's pretty interesting. Alabama's the only team to do it past 10 years, twice. So I can't remember who was on that team.
JD
And they
Davidson, Javon Quinterly,
was
Shackelford.
it was Quinterly, Shackelford, and someone else. That's who it was. I forgot
Uh,
Quinterly. That's what I was thinking. Quinterly, Shackelford, and someone else. I think Ellis, maybe.
Keon Ellis, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Shout out
they were
to
the
him.
last team to do it. Well, Duke's going on a run right now, so. But still, 25 threes will kill him.
Don't care. Yeah, we shoot like that. We'll beat anybody. Yeah, Duke's up 60-47 as we're talking about this. Florida beat Maryland. Maryland gave them a close
Battle.
fight in the beginning, first half, but
Couldn't hang, though. I think the
like
depth got
we
to him.
we said the depth was going to be a problem, and it is currently. Also, Arkansas is up 38-31 on Texas Tech.
Arkansas making a run to the Elite Eight. Hey,
They just had to get healthy.
what's the other team that's been to the Sweet 16 the past 4 out of 5 years?
Is Arkansas?
It's Arkansas.
Yep, it is Arkansas. Um, I mean, wow, the
Wow.
SEC. As long as Arkansas carries
We're
this, I
three
mean,
in right now. Well, if Arkansas gets in, we'll have four.
because it's Tennessee, Kentucky is going to get in no matter what.
Yeah, that's one. Us,
And
Florida,
tomorrow we'll
and
need Ole Miss
Arkansas.
and Auburn.
The record is four teams from the same conference in the Elite Eight. So we need to
Arkansas
get
wins,
five.
we tie it no matter what.
Yeah,
I like Auburn's matchup more than Ole Miss's, but
true.
time will tell. I mean, yeah, I mean we're just here to say 25-3.
We're just happy. I mean, honestly, as an Alabama fan, going in to face Duke. If we lose to Duke, it's not a huge, it's going to suck, no doubt. We want to go to the Final Four. We want to get past the Final Four. We want to win the national championship. But Duke's a great team, and we consider this a highly successful season. Go to the Elite Eight. That's
No matter
highly
what.
successful, no
And
matter what.
the thing is, I feel like if we lose, we're losing to the team that's going to win the championship. So
Yeah, or be in it.
be in it. Yeah, I mean, if it was anyone besides Duke or Florida, then I would like our chances,
Would
honestly.
feel very comfortable. Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, what I've been saying before we get out of here is one step closer. Alabama Auburn championship game.
One step
One
closer
step
at a time.
closer. One step closer, and we're creeping up on it. I mean, hey, we win Saturday. Just need one more win. And if I mean we win Saturday, I mean I guess we'll get Florida though, huh?
Well, actually, no, we won't.
Oh,
We'll get Houston or who's the other one?
Arkansas,
No, we'll get
maybe.
Houston. No, we'll get Houston or who? Houston or Purdue?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah, 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 yeah.
Auburn, if Auburn wins out and then Florida wins out, Auburn will play Florida in the Final Four, and if we beat Duke, we'll play Houston or Purdue.
We beat
Which
Houston. We lost to Purdue this year.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wow. Right there. Yep. Successful night. I mean, 25 threes. Alabama played great. Loved our offensive performance. Obviously, I love the way our defense played, even though we were allowing shots. I feel like the pace of the game, that's one thing you always have to look at with Alabama. Points are always inflated just by how fast we play. And
What I want to
also,
say to Locked On BYU and all you Bucks. They were talking a lot of, very arrogantly this past week because I've been listening. I do my research.
Max
I
does do his
got
research. I'll
I
give it
let my
to
team, and I send the emails to Nate Oates.
him.
I think it's Nate Oates. I don't know, but I think it's Nate Throats, but I don't know. But
Same person.
but no, watching them and watching they're which honestly they had every reason to be. They have a great team. They're undersized, but they're super physical and they run. And that's what they were saying is, we like this matchup with Alabama because we run. But my issue was, hey, no one runs like we do. Don't try to run with Alabama. That's never worked for anybody. The teams that beat us, they slow us down. They get us out of our pace. I mean, just look at Kentucky, what they've done.
That's
Other teams
exactly.
that played us that try to run with us, it doesn't work. We're better than that at you, and we will be. We are the new age Loyolas. Um, don't try to run with Alabama because we're gonna outrun you. We're gonna hit more threes than you, and you better try to play physical and slow it down, or you're not gonna have a chance.
That was the thing that we've been saying. They reminded me of Kentucky, except a lesser version of them.
Yep.
I mean, I'll give them credit. They got to where they are. They had a tough. They beat VCU, and then they also beat Wisconsin. Some good teams, especially VCU. I thought was very underrated going into the tournament. But I mean, when I saw them, they were just like Kentucky, and Kentucky this year was. They had a bad matchup against it. They want to do the same thing as us, but they can't do it as good as us. And that's the thing. Also, I mean, just Cliff and Grant being able, they're big bodies, but they're also able to get down and up the floor, which has been great for us, especially this postseason. I mean, they've been playing really
I
good
say
for
that
us.
our front court in the postseason has been better than it's been all year. Cliff and Grant have just elevated their games, and even Aiden Sherrill has stepped up and
Hmm.
played really well.
Even, I mean, Reed getting in Diabate. I mean, I know they're kind of middle guys, but they've been getting
Reeves
some
came
good
in the
minutes.
first two. Reed didn't do much tonight, but he actually had that great pass to Grant Nelson on that dunk,
Hmm.
that fast court dunk. But no, the first two rounds, Reed had some really impactful minutes. So and
Hmm.
actually, I expect Reed to have a little bit more impactful minutes versus Duke because he's a bigger body.
We'll
He's
need
six
him.
nine. You know, so also Reed's another guy who could step in there and maybe help cover on flag. Um,
That's gonna be
but
Modi. That's gonna be Modi all day.
it's gonna be Bo D Grant.
Duke's at 15. So yeah, I think that's it for us. I
He hitting
mean,
25 threes though. How many points did we have at 14 minutes left in the game?
I can check real quick. Okay.
Duke has 64.
14 minutes left in the game. I mean, We had 68.
Oh, so Duke's gonna score 113 or 109. All right.
Duke's going to score
Fuck.
140 on us.
Fuck. Never mind. I guess we really just turned up at the end, huh?
Yeah, we scored from 14
Super flag is
minutes,
so fucking good, bro. Oh my goodness.
14 minutes to 70 to excuse me, 7:14 in 7 minutes. So what did I say? We have 68
Yeah.
with 7 minutes later. We had 97. So we
Yeah.
had 19 minutes and 19 points in 7 minutes. I mean, if you go to 606, I mean, we had 100 points. So we had in 8 minutes we scored 20. If I'm doing math wrong, I apologize, everyone. I think 26, 64. No, I don't. 14.
I'm about to fly to New Jersey and go infect Cooper Flag with AIDS.
Don't say that. But yeah, I mean, hey, we did it. Elite Eight. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, the season's good.
Seasons is okay. We can lose now, and I will be perfectly happy. But that being said,
I'm gonna
I
be
think
mad if we
last
lose
year,
tomorrow. Still,
yeah, that's what I said. Last year, I think we made the Final Four. Our team kind of celebrated, and and now, even then, we still played good against UConn last year. But I don't necessarily think we had the mentality of we're gonna go
I
win
don't
this,
think so.
But I think this year, I think they have the mentality. I really think they believe they can go win it.
We're better than we were last year. I mean, 100%. Our offense is better and our defense is better.
And the thing is, what I'll say is, people say we're not as good as shooting team this year. Yes, we are. If you look from January 1st to now, we're a 37.5% three-point shooting team. Last year, from January 1st to the end, we were a 36% shooting three-point shooting team. So we are better shooting. Just the beginning of the year, we didn't shoot well, but since SEC play, we were second in the league in threes. So
That and I mean, we're still getting down low, still getting
still getting,
boards.
yeah.
Yeah, but
Yep.
hey, Alabama 28-8, big win against 6 BYU, 113-88. Bama broke the record of 25 threes, both Bama record and the NCAA tournament record. I don't think we broke the all-time NCAA record, but 25 threes is something to be proud of. I don't know what the single game record is for Alabama and a person making 3-pointers, but
We do hold
Mark's
the record for most threes in an NCAA tournament game.
yeah, for a player, Mark Sears had 10. I'd have to go and look at Bama, but
I think it's tied for the most.
I was gonna say if it's either tied or he has it now.
Yeah.
But yeah, great win by Bama, great offensive performance. Um, Looking like we're gonna get Duke. No surprise there. Duke's up 70-51. We're gonna get Duke.
We're gonna get Duke. So
All right, Arkansas at 44-37, 15 minutes left, but we already kind of talked about tomorrow. We'll go ahead and just give y'all a roundup. Ole Miss versus Michigan State. Max, I don't know. I don't remember what we picked yesterday, but if you had to say right now, you picking?
I'm probably gonna pick Michigan State. And I want Ole Miss to win. I think they could. It wouldn't surprise me if they did. But I feel like Ole Miss coming off of the last game that they just played, that's probably the best game they played all year, shooting the ball wise.
Mm-hmm.
With them, I really don't see them doing it two times in a row.
Yeah, I think I picked Ole Miss last time, but I would
I
go
picked
Michigan
them in my
State.
bracket, Ole Miss in my bracket, but right now my feeling is I don't know. I feel like Michigan State's gonna win.
Yeah, I'd have Michigan State winning. Kentucky, Tennessee. I think we're both still on Kentucky.
I'm on Kentucky hard.
Yep, I think they just for some reason, which is really weird, that they're a matchup problem for them. Even though Tennessee beat us, I mean, we should have beat Tennessee, but I still will hold on to that dearly. We should have beat them. I still have Kentucky though. You too.
Yep, I got
Uh,
Kentucky.
Auburn, Michigan.
I got Auburn. I think it is going to be close though.
I agree.
Michigan's very physical. They got some bigs that can bang down there with Cardwell and Broom. I think Auburn's front court's better though. I mean back court's better. I think they'll hit some threes and they'll end up winning it in a close one though.
I have Auburn, but I do have Michigan covering 8.5's a lot. I think Michigan will kind of give them a little bit of trouble down low, especially 2 7-footers. Obviously, Janai Broom hasn't had the best tournament, not scoring as many points as Lace. He's still getting his boards. two 7-footers down low will obviously hinder that as well. But I still have Auburn winning. Then Houston, Purdue. I have Houston. I do think Purdue keeps it close. I think they cover the 8.5 as well. I don't know why I can't think of his name right now, but the big man down low for Purdue, excuse me, Coppin Wren will give him some life as well as Braden Smith. But I still have Houston winning. Max.
Yeah, I got Houston still. I think Purdue has definitely played better lately, but I think Houston is just too physical and they shoot the ball too well.
Yep. So it's looking like it based on right now. Bama, Duke, uh, Arkansas, Florida, a fun game. Then we would have Michigan State, Auburn, and then Kentucky and Houston. Some fun games right there. Arkansas, Florida. Feel like we probably saw that earlier this year. I just don't remember it.
Arkansas,
Yep.
Florida. Yeah, I don't remember. I'm sure Florida won. I'll just say that.
Yeah, that they probably killed
Yeah.
them. But yeah, that's it for us. Once again, last thing, roll tide. Bama played good, 25 threes. Wow. But yeah, that's it. That's the weekend's over. Hope y'all enjoyed watching these games. We'll talk to y'all probably tomorrow, 2 days. If not, then we'll see y'all Monday. But yep, we'll see y'all later. Thank y'all for watching.